Folks, in my 20 years in the league, I've never seen anything like this. It's beyond just a rumor. It's an explosion poised to reshape the entire NFL landscape. I'm talking about a seismic shift that could send shockwaves through the AFC North and ripple all the way to the Super Bowl. And what's most insane, very few even see it coming. What I'm about to reveal isn't just speculation. It's an intelligence-grade plan with insiders whispering about a deal that could redefine franchise futures. Keep watching, because what I'm about to tell you might be the biggest game changer of the 2026 offseason. And trust me, you want to be on the inside of this story, because the moment it breaks wide open, history will be made. Now, before we get into the details, you need to hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and activate that bell. Why? Because this isn't just another NFL rumor. It's a secret that's burning in the shadows, waiting for the right moment to explode. Only the real insiders have this intel, and I'm exposing it for you, the passionate fans who crave the truth behind the curtain. If you fancy yourself a step ahead of the herd, then stay locked in because what I'm about to share is going to blow your mind. Remember, in the NFL, secrets don't stay hidden forever, and this trade possibility is about to turn the entire league upside down. So buckle up, what I'm about to reveal is more than a rumor, it's a revelation. Let's start with the team at the center of this storm, the Pittsburgh Steelers. You see, the Steelers just made a historic move, unveiling Mike McCarthy as their new head coach, replacing the legendary Mike Tomlin after 19 seasons. The media calls it a rebuilding, but anyone with a pulse knows better. This franchise is aiming for immediate contention, and they're not messing around. McCarthy's arrival signals a clear shift. It's not about soft rebuilds or long-term projects. It's about winning now, leveraging their existing core, and making a bold statement. This coaching change is the first domino, but the real story, the secret weapon that could push Pittsburgh over the top, is lurking behind the scenes. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Think about it. The Steelers have a defense that's already one of the best in the league, a unit that under Tomlin has been consistently formidable. But what's missing? A game-changing edge rusher, a player who can elevate their pass rush from good to elite. When you look at the NFL roster landscape, there's one guy whose name keeps bubbling up in whispers: Joey Bosa. Yes, Joey Bosa, the former Chargers superstar, now a Buffalo Bill. And here's the kicker. Bosa, at 30, is unsigned beyond his current one-year deal, with free agency rapidly approaching. Rumors are swirling that the Bills might be open to trading him, and that's where this story becomes a legend waiting to unfold. But why Joey Bosa? What makes him the perfect fit for the Steelers' new era? And more importantly, how does this trade even happen? You see, Bosa isn't just a name. He's a top-tier talent with a resume that screams game winner. During the 2025 season, despite missing some time due to injury, Bosa demonstrated why he's still one of the league's premier pass rushers. He tied the Bills' franchise record with 5 forced fumbles, including 2 crucial strip sacks that turned games on their heads. His explosiveness off the edge is legendary, a quick first step that leaves blockers grasping at thin air, combined with elite strength and technical prowess. Film review. It's a masterclass in pass rushing technique. He torched quarterbacks like Aaron Rodgers' Jets, Patrick Mahomes' Chiefs, and even the Steelers' own Ben Roethlisberger in his prime. His advanced metrics only reinforce his value. A defensive overall win rate, DOWR, that ranks among the top 10 pass rushers in the league, with a rush win percentage hovering above 25%, and a pressure rate that consistently disrupts offensive schemes. The analytics love him. PFF grades consistently in the 90s for pass rushing prowess, and his ability to generate turnovers makes him an instant difference maker. But what's the catch? An injury history, mainly hamstring issues that hurt his run defense later in 2025, and the fact that he's 30 years old now. Teams will wonder, how much longer can he sustain this elite level? And that's precisely why the Steelers are so interested. They need a veteran edge who can pester opponents immediately and provide leadership. They want a guy who commands double teams and draws constant attention from offenses. And with McCarthy coming in, the emphasis on a ferocious front seven is a must. The Steelers' defense under Tomlin has been historically solid, but it lacked that superstar edge, the difference between a good unit and a dominant one. Bosa could be that missing piece. Now the mechanics of a trade, That's the secret sauce. The Bills, navigating a tight salary cap and with Bosa as a free agent after 2026, are considering moving him for a package that includes at least a first-round pick plus a player or two, maybe a promising young linebacker or a safety, something to offset their cap concerns. Pittsburgh, on the other hand, has its 2026 first-rounder, some solid young talent, and a desire to make a splash. Could they offer their own 2026 first-rounder, a second-round pick, and perhaps a big-name player like a running back or a defensive back? Absolutely. The NFL remains a league where star power sells, and Bosa's name alone skyrockets the Steelers' defensive capital. But it's not just about picks and players. Salary cap gymnastics will be key. Bosa's current deal pays him roughly $12.6 million for the 2025 season, but that's a one-year contract. The Bills could absorb a portion of the remaining salary if Pittsburgh includes a player with a sizable deal, easing the cap hit on Buffalo's books. Pittsburgh's cap space isn't huge, but with the right maneuvering, converting some existing contracts, restructuring the rookie deals, and pushing some hits into future years, they can make it work. This is the kind of trade where both sides see value. The Bills get a strong return on a player who might leave in free agency, and the Steelers add a cornerstone piece immediately. Now, consider the fit scheme-wise. Joey Bosa thrives in a 3-4 defense, exactly what Pittsburgh's front seven is built for. Mike Tomlin's system has historically relied on versatile outside linebackers and defensive ends to rush the passer and set the edge. With McCarthy's emphasis on a hybrid scheme that mixes 3-4 principles with modern 4-3 elements, Bosa's skill set easily adapts. His game film shows a player who can drop into coverage, set the edge against the run, and unleash relentless pressure. His comparison to Khalil Mack or Von Miller isn't accidental. He's the rare defender who can dominate in multiple facets of pass rushing. The impact? It's immediate. Bosa paired with Alex Highsmith becomes a nightmare for offenses. Imagine the double-team chaos, the quarterback pressure that forces bad throws, the sacks that turn yards into losses. Defenses that were average suddenly become elite, and with McCarthy's new coaching staff, it's all about maximizing his talent. Worst-case scenario. Injuries and aging slow him down, but even then, the Steelers could deploy him situationally, leveraging his veteran presence and physicality. So, what's the final verdict? Based on all the intel, all the film, and all the league chatter, I'm telling you, this trade is not just plausible, it's probable. The pieces are aligning perfectly for a blockbuster deal that would make headlines from Pittsburgh to Los Angeles. If the Steelers want to compete immediately, if they want that extra edge to finally crack the playoff code and challenge the Bengals and Ravens, then Joey Bosa is the perfect catalyst. Watch for early March. That's when these negotiations will heat up, when the NFL hits full throttle into the offseason. Keep your eyes glued because the moment this deal leaks, it's going to send shockwaves through the league. Pittsburgh isn't just rebuilding, they're reloading with a star who can change everything. And mark my words, the Steelers are aiming for nothing less than a Super Bowl run in 2026, and Joey Bosa might just be their secret weapon. This isn't just a story of a trade. It's a seismic shift in NFL power dynamics, a statement to the league that Pittsburgh is back, and they're bringing a lion to the fight. Stay tuned, because the countdown to a potential Bosa Steelers blockbuster has already begun. When it hits, you'll want to be the first to say you saw it here, the inside scoop from a league veteran who's seen the game change forever. And trust me, what you've just heard is only the beginning. There's more to this story, more names, more secrets, more reasons why this trade isn't just a possibility, it's a destiny. Keep your eyes peeled because the next chapter is about to be written and it's going to be legendary.